Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to My Alaska Dream. Welcome to beautiful Selcha, Alaska. Um, I'm sorry it took a little bit longer to get my next video out. The past 6 days have been full, pretty much from sunup to sundown. I really wanted to concentrate on getting my structure up. Obviously, getting a roof over my head was pretty important. That went along very well. We'll talk about that a little bit. One of the other things that I wanted to, implement in this first week was getting to know my community and getting to know my neighbors, and that's been absolutely wonderful. I was able to attend a couple of community events surrounding Easter egg hunt, and stuff like that. That was great. I met a couple of local families that way. I was able to get back to Fairbanks to Northern Lights Church of Christ for Easter Sunday service. We had a potluck after that. So that was amazing. Always amazing to be with my church family and my friends in Fairbanks. And one of the other things that's been absolutely incredible, the Alaskan Way. I've gotten to know my neighbors better. In particular, right down the road here, I had originally had a little bit different perspective as to exactly where everybody was in relationship to me. They're a little bit closer than I thought, which is absolutely fine. They're wonderful people, especially my neighbor down the road here. She's probably 83, 84 years old, still gets out, and she actually even does a little bit of plowing, does her garden, takes care of her property, lives there all by herself. Absolutely incredible woman that truly describes and epitophized the Alaskan woman. And then their neighbors, a younger couple, probably around my age. I've gotten to know them a little bit. I've talked to him a couple of times. He's the one that I said does the plowing. And briefly met my neighbor down the road down here. So it's been incredible. One of the things that falls under the Alaskan Way is Tim, a friend of my neighbor's, is part of a committee that gets together and they gather up stuff that is left behind when people leave, when people pass away and don't have people to give it to. They collect these items. It can be anything from canned goods to pots and pans to Coleman stoves and tools, pallets, all sorts of stuff. And then they redistribute them to those who need it, and to especially to new people who are coming in here to build a homestead. So I was able to get several really nice pallets, a little spade, a grubbing tool, and I'll show you these as we go along here, as well as some great homemade canned items, some essential long-term food items, and some other items. So it's been incredible. I know I've had a couple people reach out and ask me how things are going. I've been able to stay in touch directly with a few people, and a few people ask me any regrets or any doubts or anything like that, and I'm going to tell you right now, absolutely not. Um, Anytime you do something like this, obviously you expect some pitfalls and some challenges, and I've been extremely, extremely lucky so far. Very minimal. Part of that is the help and people looking out for me, but I've been able to build my structure all by myself and clear my land all by myself and get some stuff set up here. A big part of that is the weather. The weather has been absolutely amazing. I know I had a little, it still gets a little cool at night. It gets down around the freezing mark. As the days go on, the temperatures are going to start to climb here a little bit. The overnights will raise up a little bit, so that'll help. But I couldn't ask for any better weather. And it's just today is just a picture perfect spring Alaskan day. So we're going to do the dime tour over again here. We're going to start with the wash station. I'm out here. This tub is with well water. Got a good supply of well water with my pans and stuff. And then I put a rope across here. So I'm going to string up this tarp. I can create a privacy if I want to clean up out here, eventually put a solar shower up. And then I've upgraded my planks. I took some of the pallets, so it's much easier to walk through. This water is just melt water, from the snow. And if I just need to quick rinse off and clean up, I can just use that water. It's actually pretty clean. I could actually drink that water through a life straw, but I don't. So I have a couple extra pieces of wood here, 8-footers, 2x4s, that I'm going to use for shelving and other stuff. My first mattress that I got a little damp in the bottom corner, and so I found another really nice one at the transfer site. So this one is kind of like my outside lounge. I get tired while working out here. And right here is the grub tool. Axe, grubbing tool in one. Absolute must for up here, especially for what I'm doing. And it really comes into play here, getting this mossy stuff and tree branches and stuff off of the snowpack. When it got pushed back here, I was given a nice little outdoor burn barrel, perfect size for me. I can actually throw wood in there and cook on it. It's got a cooktop. And here is the big pile that I got to work on. I've got my work cut out for me without a chainsaw, but that's okay. And here is a better view of the back of my property. And we will do another video here shortly. We'll do some exploration out there. I've been able to walk back out there and find my markers. My backside is just a little mocked up. Went through a couple of ideas. I have a baffle up there with a little bit of open venting around it. That works really good. And then out here in the corner, a couple pallets that I got left. You can always use the extra boxes. And then here we have, this is ground contact insulation. So I can build one of those in-ground refrigerators. That's going to require a little bit of work here eventually, but I can wait on that. And this is the bark, great fire starter. We got our wood supply. Keep that covered in case it decides to rain. So here, once again, is the inside of a 1-bedroom luxury suite. They gave me a nice settee. Wood pallets. I'm no longer on dirt and mud floor. They work really well. Go over here, we got the wood burner, our supply of wood. We still got a little tiny bit of fire going in here. And we have a nice little system here. Draws out good. And here is my bed, raised bed for storage underneath. And then we have the essentials box, stuff that I use throughout the day on a regular basis, and my garbage box next to it. We still have a couple of canned food items to put up, but most anything that the mice would normally get to, or the shrew, is up and out of the way. And then I'm starting on some shelving up here for the canned goods. Well, I still am working on the lighting system. I do have the unit up, and I can have a reading light, but I don't have the solar panel up yet. And then I also have a rocket stove. And this is for my food items that, you know, I can keep the lid closed, and I don't think the shrews are going to get in there. So I got a little work to do on the door. The door is temporary yet. A little spade. There we go. Doesn't take too long to do a tour of the 1-bedroom luxury suite. So there we go. A couple of closing thoughts here. We're hitting on the 10-minute mark. Once again, the phone is pretty full. Lots of pictures to go through. Still got some stuff to clean out. So once again, thank you to my amazing family and friends who are keeping an eye on me and keeping in contact. I'm trying to get as many of the shorter family videos out as I can and keep you all updated. So I'll continue to do that. I'm hoping to do another video here with an exploration here shortly. And then shortly after that, we are going to, I'm going to take a walk down to the river down here and check things out down there. So I'm really looking forward to that. So thank you again. Keep the prayers coming, and I really feel them. I have been blessed. And one of the questions that I got from a couple of people, any regrets, any ever think about maybe, maybe not? Absolutely not. I am in heaven. I have had a couple of little bumps along the way, but nothing that I couldn't get past. And it's just been an amazing experience. So thank you again. I love you and miss you all. My family and friends at home. Thank you to my subscribers. I will definitely try to implement some more pictures along the way. I've seen some pine squirrels, so uh, plenty more to come. I'm hoping to get my next video out in the next day or two. So thank you once again. We'll see you soon.